It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Up next, it's our main event between the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions. On one sideline, look at the head coach of the Browns. His side has alternated losses and wins across the first 3 weeks of this season. Along the opposing sideline, head coach of the Lions, Dan Campbell. These guys are ready, as they always are, to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. Everybody, Kate Scott, Brock Heward on the call. That is punter Jack Fox with the honors here. And we're off in Detroit. And coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here are the Browns now, headed out to their first drive. And they're brought out by the rookie who was the talk of the NFL draft, Brock. First-round hype, but didn't go until the 5th round. It's Shedeur Sanders.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here, he's got to play some clean ball.
There he goes on the right side. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take a 6-0 lead right away. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. One snap in, and this offense as efficient as they could be, partner, and looking very dangerous to begin this ball game too.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing for coaches to tell us in our production meetings they want to be a quick strike offense, got to be explosive. But they put that talk into action. 1 play from scrimmage, 1 touchdown, and 1 massive statement sent across the field.
On comes Dustin Hopkins to try the extra point. And they just lost track of the play clock entirely there as that backs up this extra point. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Another shot at this extra point here. Extra distance, no problem, folks. His kick is good.
Extra score, Browns 7, Lions nothing.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
The biggest mistake you can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early. That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Running it with David Montgomery. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Goff on third. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. Ooh, he made most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that first down carry.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but a nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Another one for Ford. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
The offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. Third and short.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
It's a gain of a yard.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Hot 70, hot 70. Ready?
On first down, here's Sanders. Has him on a quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Offensive line, this is second and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at their 49-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Buys time, rolling right. And the Lions are there to bring him down. That sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of third down.
Man-to-man coverage, it does not have to last forever. It just needs to last long enough for one of those rushers to reach the quarterback. Cover guys did their jobs, and so did he in dropping the quarterback.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Third and short here, Sanders. It's on target to Johnson. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Browns, first down. It's a gain of 10. And the Browns, first down.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
Viking 18.
First and 10, here's Ford. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Second down run by Ford. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. so far. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Ready to go with the second quarter, and it's the Browns with it inside the red zone.
Go!
First down, and they go right back to it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play, and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 13-0 lead. Deontay Johnson with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. As for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get it.
He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And this is going to be Browns football.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do ever is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
It's caught right side by Johnson. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Just a yard left to go on second down.
Here we go.
31-yard line.
70
From the gun, it's Ford. They're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
From the red zone on first. Makes the connection. Here's Jerome Ford. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
19 Tiger. Go.
Now the first carry for Quinshon Judkins. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
60 Bison.
They'll go play action for Sanders. On the move, headed right. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions will take over as he unloads his first interception of our season.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for